Hi, I'm Kelly Conwisher. I'm glad you're here to 90 Day Goal together with me. This week, we are looking at redefining success. How do we know we're winning with our lives? And we're looking at that through the biblical view of the Psalms. In other words, are we, no matter what our situation is, are we walking with God? And are we bringing the full range, full inventory of emotions and feelings and concerns and joys, everything that we have to God in these situations? So we looked at how the Psalms have three types of thinking about orientations with God. There's ones we call thriving, where this is when things are great. We talked about surviving. This is when things are not. And today we're going to talk about reviving. So this is when we are coming on being renewed from a season of difficulty or brokenness or challenge, and God is breathing new life into us. So we don't feel great yet. We don't feel like we're totally winning with everything at the moment, but we can see the ways in which God is putting us back together, providing for us, and breathing new life into us. And there's some great Psalms that talk about this. And the first one that I want to just share with you is Psalm 114. This is a beautiful expression of inviting God in this season of reviving. So let me read this Psalm together. When Israel came out of Egypt, so a season of surviving, when Israel came out of Egypt, Jacob from a people of foreign tongue, Judah became God's sanctuary and Israel his dominion. The sea looked and fled. The Jordan turned back. The mountains leaped like rams, the hills like lambs. Why was it, sea, that you fled? Why, Jordan, did you turn back? Why, mountains, did you leap like rams, you hills like lambs? Tremble, earth, at the presence of the Lord, at the presence of the God of Jacob, who turned the rock into a pool, the hard rock into springs of water. I love this. It starts with, hey, when Israel came out of Egypt. So let's just talk about the fact that there are tough stuff. There's just tough stuff in our lives, and we move forward from that. And there's just kind of a great example here of why. Why was it, see, that you felt? Why, Jordan, did you turn back? Why, mountains, did you leap like rams, you hills like lambs? Tremble, earth, at the presence of God. Like there are things we don't understand. There are things that we can only appreciate. We don't necessarily feel like everything is whole or understood, but we are recognizing the presence of the Lord in it, and we are seeing the ways in which He is providing. This is a season of reviving. There's another great psalm here that I'll just read a couple of verses here. This is Psalm 98. And I like the fact that it does say this right up from, sing to the Lord a new song, for He has done marvelous things. The right hand and His holy arm have worked salvation for Him. The Lord has made His salvation known and revealed His righteousness to the nation. He has remembered His love and His faithfulness to Israel. All the ends of the earth have seen the salvation of our God. I love the fact that it starts with sing a new song. Like maybe it's a song we never expected to be singing. Maybe we never thought that this is the way that it would come back together or that we would come back to God. There's newness in our lives that in this season of reviving that is revealed to us when we walk out with God in our 90-day goal and in our life. So this is the third type of psalm here, the reviving types of psalms, which name this season of recreation, of redemption and recreation in our lives and being brought back together, reinvigorated, and made new. So these are three different ways now. We have three different handlebars here for creating a scorecard for how we're doing with our lives. Are we living on mission? What does success look like? Well, right now, am I thriving with God? Am I surviving? Or am I in a season of reviving? And this can be a way that, as no matter what our situation is, making money, not making money, achieving those awards, not achieving those awards, being able to do the things we want to do, lots of obstacles between us and what we want to do. Regardless of all of that, how are we with our walk with God? And are we able to invite Him into all of that and share openly and honestly with Him how we feel about all of that? And using this as our scorecard, surviving, thriving, reviving, we're able to bring it our whole lives together and to be able to measure that as we go forward. All right, so this is Psalm spirituality, a biblical way to measure whether we're winning with our lives. What does success look like? I'm Kelly Conwisher. As you march out with your 90-day goal, we're doing it together, and I encourage you to use this lens as you think about how you're crushing your goal. And we're marching through to the end of this week, which will be the halfway mark in your 90-day goal journey. All right. Kelly at futurechurch.co would love to hear your questions or suggestions, and I will see you for the next day.